Hey guys, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to the Moxie Ram. I have catching up to do with you guys. I was sick over the last couple days. My daughter is finally not coughing anymore. I still have some stuffiness in my nose, but my throat for the most part feels okay. I've been making it through with some Dayquil. We're getting there. So I wanted to give you guys an update on the projects that I'm working on. I know last time I think I mentioned that I was making my mom a second beanie. So this is the one, it's completed. I didn't weave in my ends for them. You can see my finger here. Because I want to make sure she likes the length before I close it off. So I'm just going to give it to her like this. She can try it on and let me know if she wants it longer or shorter. You can see here it does have some wiggle room. So she can lower it more if she wants, or she could wear it higher and just fit her hair in there. I don't know. I kind of just left it open to her preferences. And then you can see I did pick a different pattern. So this one is another pattern from Kathy's Crochet Closet. And I should have had this ready to share with you guys. But I'm gonna look up the pattern right now. Hold on a sec. Okay, so the pattern I used for this beanie is from Kathy's Crochet Closet, and it's called the Posh Puffs Beanie. And I used, this is the same yarn that I used for her scarf. So, it's the Karen Cotton Cakes. So it'll match her, not her scarf, her shawl that I made. That's one project done. I think my mom is completed. I bought her some stuff from the stores. I made her some stuff, splitting it between her birthday and Christmas. Done and over with. Then I did show you guys the beanie that I made for my daughter. This one was completed before, but I didn't get to show you guys with the button sewn onto it. So this is the button. After I made it, I was wishing I had made the brim a little bigger than I did, just so that she could kind of fit better, because right now she's pretty close to the edge. I might unstitch it and move her a little higher on the beanie just so she's not so like hanging off there. But my daughter loves it. It kind of matches the jacket that she has, and she was super excited to see Anna on here. I definitely have to still make her Elsa beanie. She's a little more into Elsa than Anna, which at that age, who isn't? But I thought it came out really cute, and it fits her perfectly. It has enough room in the top so that when she wears a ponytail, it still sits over her ears. So that's another one down. And then my grandmother gave me another headband request. So I just made this one last night. So it's a yellow headband. She wanted it to match a shirt that has a couple of different colored flowers on it. So I didn't have the wrapping on this yarn, the label. But I do know it's from Michael's, and it's impeccable. One of their impeccable yarns. And I believe it's just called Speckled, I want to say. So this one is yellow, and it has some yellow, blue, pink, and white speckles on it. So it'll match her shirt. I have to double check with her because she always wants like that bands piece in the middle to kind of like cinch it a bit and, I don't know, add some more design. But I can't remember if she said she wanted white or black. I want to say she wanted white. I don't think black would look nice with this. Or maybe just keeping it a solid color, like putting the same color of the rest of it in the middle would also look nice. But I have to double check with her. So that's another project. She also wanted another headband to match a pair of pants that she has, but I checked my entire stash and nothing matches exact. And for my grandmother, it has to be exact color. So I might have to do some shopping for another yarn. So that's project number 3. Done. Over with. And then I started working on the nativity set. So I didn't work on this long. For some reason that day my hands were feeling kind of sore working on such small stitches. But I did finish Little Baby Jesus. So it's made with 3 different color yarns. One for his head, one for his body, and then one for the little basket. And I was just going to sit him in the basket, but I decided to stitch him in there because the way this was, it just didn't look right. It was all like warped. So I just stitched him in there. That way it kind of fits to his body. And that's him. It's so cute and small. It looks like a little peanut from the back if you look at it. And then I started working on the angel. So I have the angel's body down and her head, and it came out kind of lopsided, like looking down. So I don't know if I'm gonna put this as the front with her looking down, and then maybe putting baby Jesus at her feet as she's looking down, and then, you know, her wings will be on this side, or having her face this way, and that way she's kind of looking upwards, and then put her wings back here. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Facing kind of upright or looking down at the baby? One of those. That's all I got done for the nativity set. And we're what, on December 22nd? I have 3 days, not even 2 days to complete this. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna at least make the star that sits on top of the nativity over there. Finish the angel, have baby Jesus, and if I have time, I'll make Mary and Joseph. If I don't, then I will just give this and say, I owe you a Mary and Joseph. We'll see. So that's another project. I think this is the most projects I've worked on at once. Then I have the deer, my poor deer. That is taking forever for me to finish. So I did start on the antlers. This wasn't, I don't know, I've just not been in an amigurumi mood these past couple of weeks. I've just been wanting to work on bigger projects. Like, I've been dying to start a new blanket. I don't have time for a new blanket right now, but I've really been wanting to just do basic stitches over a big canvas. That's my mood. But of course I have several amigurumi I have to make. So this one is the antler. One of his antlers. So I had to try a couple of times because I'm using different yarns, different hooks than the pattern calls for. So when I first made it, it was too small. So I remade it with a bigger hook. And I think this is a good size. So I think that looks pretty cute. I went with the tannish brown color. And it's so nice and fuzzy, just like deer antlers are. And it's nice because you can't really see the stitches in there. But it is stuffed. And I can't remember if I was done with this antler. I have notes written everywhere for each one of my projects. It's just overwhelmed right now, especially since I got sick and then I wasn't working on anything, and yeah, you know. But this is one done. I have the 2 front legs done. I still need to do the 2 back legs, the tail, the other antler, and the scarf, and the nose. So this one's on hold though, because I have several things I want to finish for Christmas. This could just be any time of winter, I guess, and then use it for decorations for next Christmas. It happens. All you crafters know. The delays in our projects, the overzealous expectations we have for ourselves, you know, saying I'm gonna do this and this and that and have it done within like a week. Very unrealistic unless you're crocheting 24/7, which no one does, and I don't think my hands could take it anyway. So that's another one. And then last night, since I just wasn't in the mood to work on amigurumi, I just wanted something basic, something simple, I went back to working on the shawl, the yarn that I'm using from one of the yarn festivals that I went to. So according to the pattern, I'm done with the shawl, but it looks nowhere near the size in the picture. So this is what I have. It's like a small, trying to open it so you guys can really see it. It's a small triangle, which I guess if I wear it loose. But then there's not really much material. I could put a shawl pin there. It'll kind of be like that. I mean, it is cute. But in the picture it looked bigger, and the sample that they had at the yarn festival, because that's where I got the pattern idea, was bigger than this. I understand I still have to block it. But even the flowers, which I think looks really pretty, but the flowers are smaller than it looks in the picture. And I followed the pattern, guys. I did. And I picked the right yarn weight and the right hook size, I believe. But it's smaller. So what I'm doing, since I want a bigger shawl, is I'm just continuing the pattern. So instead of ending it, you end it and then you do single crochet border around the entire thing. I'm just doing more flower rows. So I'm following the pattern exactly as it calls, and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. This will get a little wider on this end. It'll get longer overall, be a bigger triangle, and then I'll block it. And then I'll use my fancy yarn soap treatment softener thing to make it nice and soft and cozy. But I'm really loving it. You can see the light and dark patches of that burgundy-ish red on this beautiful wool yarn. So that's another project that I'm working on that I thought would be finished by now, because I thought maybe I'd wear it for Christmas, because I have a green plaid skirt and I thought maybe I could wear a burgundy scarf. It's not looking too promising. Honestly though, I didn't check my gauge. I don't even remember if the pattern has a gauge. That's one of my faults with crocheting. I hate checking gauges, although I did get that gauge in one of my 12 days of Stitchmas bags, which you can watch my videos on my channel about those. So maybe I should start using the tool. That way I don't have a shawl that comes out a little too small than what I expected. Let's see, I went over my daughter's beanie, the nativity set, the yellow headband, my mom's beanie, my shawl, and the yarn swift. So, this was the one I got originally. It is beautiful, but it was not the color I had ordered, so I let the seller know, and at first they were saying to just keep it, but not like offering me anything for the inconvenience of getting the wrong color. So I sent an email back and I said, you know, it is a beautiful piece, it has nice craftsmanship, it's very well built, but I really wanted the darker color. And then they sent me another email that said they were sending me the correct one. I just have to double check if they want me to send this one back or what's going on with it. I'm not 100% sure. So when I put them both together, the darker one even has a slightly wider base, and it's taller. So if I sit them both on the table, you can see their heights are different. So this one's a little taller and pointier, this one's a little shorter and rounder, which, I mean, they were both working perfectly fine. This one, honestly though, has a slight better spin than this one. See, this one stops sooner. Oh, the one side keeps swinging out. But it stops sooner. This one spins smoothly, very smoothly. I haven't gotten to use it yet. I definitely will start working on some of those hanks over there and make them into cakes with this bad boy, but isn't that beautiful? I love this dark antique wood, and I think it's going to look perfect with my setup. But other than that, there's not much else. I'm kind of doing this video in a rush because I did think I was going to have a big break midday, and things happened with work and it just didn't happen. The break didn't happen. Work happens. And I have to head out like now to go to my assessment that's about 30 minutes from me, and it's raining out. Unfortunately, it's not snow. We would have had so much snow. It's rain. I mean, it's kind of a mix though, because right now I'm looking at the floor and it looks icy, which is not good for driving. I do have a Jeep, it's 4-wheel drive, but still, I don't want to drive in this, but I have to. I'm gonna drive extra slow. And the place I'm going to is Monticello, and there they usually get more snow than we do here in Middletown. So I gotta start heading out. But thanks for watching my video. Thanks for hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I post the next video. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, and Merry Christmas.